Finally, the time is here, ladies and gentlemen. Got my first stash video of 2020. Super excited to share all of this with everybody. So let's get started. I'm going to show you guys some of the smaller pickups that I got and work myself up to some of the bigger ones here. So yeah, just little things like, the sunflowers here. I've got these little Blast Kings from Magnus. And, of course, little darts. These are really fun to play with. I've got these little ground spinners, Happy Booms. Really pretty packaging there. I also got a roll of jitterbugs, some colored smoke. I got these giant parachutes. That should be fun. Of course, some ground bloom flowers, magic crystals. Really fun stuff to play with. I got a nice assortment of Roman candles. These are by Cutting Edge. I haven't seen these before in person, but it's supposed to be color changing stars, which is cool. And these are actually, I think, my favorite Roman candles. They're Planet X brand, and they just go super high, and it's a nice, really beautiful colored comet. So I got a couple of packs of those. These candles actually were left over. Some of these were from that Magnus packs. I think it was called Across the States, and so this is left over from those. Pink Panther candle I picked up. I've had that for years. That just happens to just be here in the stash. Small little Roman candle assortment by Dominator. And I've got some Saturn missiles and some small 200-gram cakes. Little air defense, a smoke dragon, shocking pink. Frag bling, haven't seen that one yet, but the price was right on that, so I just grabbed that. And a couple of little cute little guys to play with, these little arcade classics and Tequila Party. I also got this little guy here. And then I'm going to show you guys first some of the leftover cakes that I had from last year. I don't have too many leftovers. Actually, I used most of my stash when I did my show last year. And then, I did I did a little bit of a show Memorial Day. But I have some nice things actually left over from last year that was actually given to me from a friend of mine that didn't get to light his stuff off and just wasn't going to get to do it this year. So in this box here, this big guy is 180 shot giant contract cake. Top was already taken off and the port was put in there for the E-match. So that's what that is in there. And I also have this box of spinners, so Phantom Wheel. I've got these little International Space Spinners. This thing I've had from years. I got from Sky King a few years ago. And then I've got this Gold Sun Wheel from Dominator. It's one of those 1.4 Pro pyrotechnics. I'm probably going to use that this year. And so that's my little stash of wheels. I didn't pick up any extra ones this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up any more. I might, because there's one thing that I forgot to pick up on my trip, which was a zipper cake, and I wanted to get one zipper cake, so I may just get a zipper cake and a couple other little things before my stash is all said and done. So yeah, so I got to, I'm sorry, I kind of forgot to show this one, this Lion King and the Orange Sky. And then after that, I got some shells. I got these Nishiki shells, which were from Fireworks Fantasy. So hopefully, I haven't actually seen these in person. I'm pretty sure these are going to be good because, I've got also fantastical shells, which I know are absolutely fantastical, and they're one of my favorite shells for sure. So I'm pretty excited to see how their Nishiki shells are. And then I got a case of Tada by Winda. These are actually my first Winda 500-gram cakes. I've only had Winda Fountains, and I've only had Winda 200-grammers. So these are my first Winda 500-gram cakes. 36 shot. It's a fan cake. Gorgeous cressettes. It's an effect I haven't had before, so I'm excited about incorporating that into my show. And then I also got a case of Man Cave, which is where I am right now in my little man cave here. And definitely excited about this one because this is a nice rapid fire cake. And I love the rapid fire cakes, man. They're so much fun. And sometimes you don't come across those too often. So this is going to be fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it in a finale or what yet. I haven't totally organized and planned my show. I have a basic idea, but I wanted to see what I had for sure, what was in stock before I did that. And then let's see. Then I also got a case. This is the only Noab I got, Honor. So I got a case of those, two of these guys here. And then going into some of the big boys, of course, you know, they're anti-snitch brand. This giant 300 shot cake that's on the bottom, which is number 3. And I also got a 66 shot cake, which is probably one of my overall, I think, one of the best fireworks I've ever seen in person, in terms of like a consumer firework. This thing is just a beast, and it's just beautiful. This one here is the Power of the United States. It's 2-in-1, so that's a nice cake. It's 100 shot. I also got an 88 shot cake, which I've been looking forward to shoot myself. I seen somebody else do one of these in person, and I was blown away at its performance. And then I've got this guy here, which is 100 shot. I've got this one is, I'm going to say, is the Cooties. I've got a pig down here, and then this big box on the bottom is America the Beautiful cake, 238 shot. This was also given to me by my buddy, and I can't believe he gave me this cake, because I would say next to that 66 shot cake, this is probably one of the best I've seen in person, or at least my favorite. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a little bit of everything in it. It's a nice duration. The effects are just beautiful, beautiful. And let's see, what else am I missing? Oh, okay, in this box here is Ultimate Decimation, 100 shot, you know, tourbillons in there. And then hiding back here is a box of shells, which are German Shepherd shells. And the German Shepherd shells, I would say, next to the Fantastical, are probably my favorite shells. What I love about them is, besides, you know, their performance, the lift charge is really good. So they get way up there, and that's one of my favorite things about it, is those suckers just launch right out of that mortar tube. I also got a nice collection, a stash of rockets here. So I've got some small little guys here that are just, you know, having fun, and, you know, we'll play around with. I don't know if I would use them in a show, just you know, just to have fun with these, from Top Gun, right? So I got these Assorted Rockets. Got 2 packs of those. These Flying Color Butterfly Rockets, right? I got these guys here too. These launch into outer space. And then this is something that I'm really looking forward to incorporate into my show. I built a 18-shot rocket rack, and so I've got these Heartbreaker Rockets, which if anyone hasn't tried these, I highly recommend them. These suckers bang, and on it does say 100% viewable pattern, and it is. These are really, really good rockets. I'm not really sure why heart effects don't really come in cakes that much, so somebody should probably do that. But these rockets are really spectacular. And from the same brand, I've got the emoji ones. So I got 2 hearts and 2 emojis. I got one of the Starburst rocket, so really looking forward to incorporating that in my show. And then I got these big honkin' whoppers, right? So these are just some big whomping rockets, and super excited about using those. Let's see, am I missing anything? Is there something I didn't show? Oh yeah, there's one thing I didn't show over here. I got 2 small boxes of these crazy looking Afro clown circus shells, and so looking forward to incorporating those towards the end of my finale, and I'll probably use maybe 1 box for the finale and the other box for just, you know, just to play around with. So anyway, I think, oh, I'm missing my fountains. I got 2 fountains here too, right? So Phoenix Rising, and I've been watching videos of this for a long time, and I was going to get a case of these, but, you know, just in terms of my budget, I wanted to put more into my aerial show than my ground show. So I just got this, and then this fountain, True Kings. Now, I was actually really happy to come across this, because I seen videos of this and was like, wow, you know, this is a really beautiful 500-gram fountain, but I wasn't sure where to get it, and I just happened to stumble across it. So that was a nice find for me. And I think that's it. I mean, I have like another small box of leftovers, sort of like little novelties and stuff like that, but I just kind of wanted to get to the nitty gritty and show you guys my stash. So here's a little, you know, kind of recap of what I got here. You know, my 9 on a board, some of my shells, the 2 cases of Winda, my Nishiki shells, my little 200-gram guys, and novelties, and Roman candles, and these beautiful rockets, and my German Shepherd shells, and then these big honking guys, and then just like I said, I've got my little box of wheels, and then in my little container there, I've got that 180 shot contract cake. And so, anyway, that's it. I hope everyone has a happy 4th of July. I'm super, super excited, of course, like every pyro is. Now, 4th of July is the big day here in the United States, but, I do fireworks year round. My kids' birthdays, New Year's. Sometimes I do New Year's. I try not to be that guy that goes too crazy. And so I just usually do a little something New Year's, but Memorial Day, I'll actually do fireworks on Halloween. I love putting little fountains and strobes inside carved up pumpkins. It looks really cool. And that's about it, guys. Everyone have a good one, and thank you for watching. Peace.